Elden Ring, arguably one of the best games to come out in years. And thus far, it has not disappointed me and many others. Dark Souls beats Breath of the Wild. What's not to love? It's me. Praise the Goblin Gods! What? I liked Elden Ring so much that I forgot I own Horizon Forbidden West, and I haven't touched it since Elden Ring's come out. And I probably won't touch it again until I'm done getting my ass kicked in Elden Ring.
Oh my.
In an age where most games launch so broken, you literally crash on the second mission every time you load up the game to play it. I'm talking about you, Cyberpunk 2077. Or you build up hype, and then you bait and switch your fan base so bad that the game dies in 28 days. After launch, mind you. Congratulations, EA and DICE.
You played yourself.
And your soft relaunch, quotation marks, will eat another fat dick, or my name isn't Gorgeous George. The only issue I've had with Elden Ring is there's a stutter here and there, and I don't care. It wasn't like that lost frame was gonna keep me from getting my ass kicked. In fact, it gave me time to pause and reflect on how bad I was about to get wrecked. Oh my God!
What? Dear ladies and gentlemen, we come to the part of the program which is always my favorite because it means something.
This video is sponsored by Galaxy Lamps 2.0. The Galaxy Lamp 2.0 fills your room with spotlights that mimic stars. Perfect for meditation, yoga, or simply relaxing while watching your favorite TV shows. Once the beam leaves the matrix and strikes the surface, you'll be transported to an alternate universe of constellations. Beam me up, Scotty. There is a phone app that allows you to adjust your Galaxy Lamp in the comfort of your bed or chair. It comes with color variations, adjustable speed rotations, and timers and schedules. If you don't like installing apps, much like myself, the Galaxy Lamp's housing comes with a button that is preloaded with 6 settings, perfect for any room, any setting, especially while watching films. It's safe for the whole family because it uses low wattage lasers that produce less heat, it's safe for kids, and it's pet friendly. Believe me, Fluffy walks into mine all the time. And it's a unique gift. Go to galaxylamps.ko/itsagundam to save 15% off your order today. But per as usual, in the first world country in the 2020s, we can't have anything nice. We can't enjoy ourselves. Everything is racist, everything is sexist, and everything is homophobic.
You have to point it all out.
Millennials and Zoomers are so uptight, I'm sure that if they masturbate, they register themselves as sex offenders for the fear of receiving pleasure from a politically incorrect sexual desire.
To my horror, I found that I was fondling myself.
Thank you, Mr. Underwood. I'm aware of how difficult this must have been for you. I have no more questions, Your Honor.
The Verge, whom has made so many trash posts I no longer can keep up with them, but their most famous blunder was their how to build a PC video that proved that their tech expert, quotation marks, didn't know his ass from a hole in the wall or an Apple product. Did I forget to mention that The Verge even went as far as copyright striking channels that made fun of them back when the shit hit the fan? It's almost as if they didn't know what the Streisand effect was, but they were journalists. Since Kotaku is on strike, thank God, finally some good news for a change. The Verge decided to pick up the baton with this fantastic article. Elden Ring's character creation fails black players. You can do just about anything with your character creation except have a black hairstyle.
Wow, what a waste. The poor children.
Part of me feels that this article is clickbait. But then again, most journalists today are trash activists. Their activism consists of pissing off fan bases and using whatever in vogue political trend is popular, such as using a black box on Instagram for BLM, or putting a flag in your bio to stand with the country as you go about your day eating Panera bread and pretending you did something besides stroking your own e-penis, and using your newfound heroism and activism as a talking point for your Tinder bio, but I digress. I didn't expect much from Elden Ring's character creation.
From Software games have a bit of a reputation for being kind of bad character creation, especially regarding skin, and Bloodborne skin colors and textures were distinctly unnatural looking. My character was this orangey looking mess of a human, and there were precisely 0 kinky hair options.
Congratulations! Oh my god.
Horror of horror. A game based on gameplay doesn't have that many options for me to feel represented. Do you know what my Dark Souls character looked like? Preset number 1, generic white man. Because who the cares? I'll be wearing a suit of armor anyway and screaming my bloody head off as some sort of minotaur creature decides to treat me the way that Susan and YouTube treats my videos when I upload them. As our brave and fearless leader begs for governments to change free speech laws so that YouTube may enforce them like the Gestapo before them.
For the first time in a From Software game, I can make a character who looks like a real human instead of a near approximation of one. Elden Ring's character creation is also technically a step up because instead of having no kinky hair options, like in Bloodborne, they have one, an afro, an ugly one at that.
In defense of Bloodborne, it was based pretty much in an Anglo-Saxon Eastern European area, so I would assume there wouldn't be any kinky hair options. Call me mother crazy. Oh my god, there was no black guy named Tyrone? She then later says,
A character creator aficionado. It's an enduring obsession born from the days of dress-up flash games in the early. Playing with character creation is one of my favorite forms of expression. I delight in fiddling with them, using them as a kind of blank canvas with which I can test new hairstyles and makeup colors that I could then use on my real flesh.
you know, you could just go into the bathroom, girl, and learn how to use makeup and stuff on yourself for real and learn how to do a full face fantasy. If I can do it, you can do it.
Beat it, girl, beat it.
We're beating it.
Beat this mug, girl. Beat it to filth, bitch.
Before I cut off all my hair last January, I remember tooling with
A pickaroo? I don't know what game that is, but whatever.
testing what a nearly bald head might look like on me. I enjoyed it so much that I went and cut off my hair for real. I felt no anxiety about what I look like or if I'd like it.
This is more about her than the game itself. It's like I just read from her diary. This part of the article baffled me. For God's sakes, it's Elden Ring. From Soft. Like, that's not what the game is about. If you want character creation to tickle your ass and let you play dress up, I recommend Black Desert. That way you can have your fashion and flashy gameplay that ultimately means nothing, because the story is about as enthralling as a Netflix animated special. This is obviously an article written by a woman. I can tell.
Character creations are also a place in which I am uniquely made aware of my race. Make no mistake, America delights in reminding me daily that I am a black woman and that it, through the system that spawned and continues to define it, utterly hates me and other marginalized people.
Boy, that escalated quickly. I mean, that really got out of hand fast.
It jumped up a notch.
It did, didn't it?
Character creators contribute to that weird feeling of awareness of one's difference. Through the options, it develops a deem worthy of inclusion. Hair is one of those options. Nothing makes me feel more different than when the game fails to include at least some kinky hairstyles.
This is such a first world problem. Is this not? I can't fully enjoy the game because I don't have the kinky hair settings. Now I see why Michael Jackson bleached himself into fluorescent white. I'm tired of this shit. So what, the game creator doesn't tick all of your boxes. That's life. I can't find my skin tone in games, so what? I'm here to escape reality, not interject my existence into everything, and frankly, I wouldn't want to be in Elden Ring, because I'd probably be f***ing killed by a wayward jackrabbit that had one good fang. This is my problem with gaming journalism. It's low-rent activism with non-issues. Remember when Kotaku did a PlayStation 5 review and the reviewer did a whole diatribe on how he couldn't truly enjoy the console because everything was so bad in 2020 and coronavirus and people can't get them and somewhere someone's suffering? Man, just tell people about the console. Nobody has time for your existential crisis. Save that shit for your Tumblr blog, you asshole. It's like I always say, the progressive movement has no issue other than looking for issues and changing the definition of things to turn language into a weapon so that they can batter anyone who doesn't support their narrative half to death with the words bigotry. She was full Justice Warrior on this game because it didn't have kinky hair, but they added an afro. Doesn't that count? I wish I could write articles. I'd write funny stuff. That's what I would do if I was a game journalist. You'd be reading an article about how my microwave is broken, so I tried to microwave food, but the food is ice cold and the plate is hot as shit. It's no better than that.
Elden Ring's hero mission is glaring within its own system. How is it that I thought the prolific number of sliders and color wheels can create the proudest looking with Michael Jackson 5 nostril having character who ever walked the lands between but can't give her
Your thoughts?
baby hair to match?
What?
This is actually in the damn article.
This isn't just an Elden Ring problem, it's a video game problem.
Yes, the video game industry is systemically against black people because Elden Ring didn't have kinky hair. How can this be? How will the children sleep at night? Later, she applauded Cyberpunk for its character creation features. Meanwhile, the main game was a broken mess that delivered on so few promises at launch it was appalling. It was like the RPG version of No Man's Sky. Holy God. The fact that she could look there and go, well, I felt heartened by Cyberpunk's character creation while the rest of it was a hot mess. The focus is in the wrong area. That'd be like saying a movie was good because the main character looked like you, and the rest of the film was absolute garbage with no plot and no real ending. She does admit that Elden Ring is a great game, so at least we can agree on that. But she admits she isn't a fan of FromSoft, which explains why she finds the character creation lacking, because FromSoft's focus is on gameplay, not character creation. Unlike Cyberpunk, who made it such a talking point on Twitter for years that their character creation appealed to everyone, even the gender-confused butt nuggets of Twitter, who didn't know what the f they wanted, but they sure as hell bitched about it the whole way through. Oh wait, Cyberpunk's a broken mess. Oh well, at least my female character has girl dick, and my male character has boy. Seriously, could we hire people that like games to review them? And not activists, because they can't seem to see anything outside of the lens of believing everything is systematic racism or sexism. Oh well, I'm done bitching for the day. Adios, bichachos. Good night, Cleveland.